Good morning, students. Today we will go for the features and deficiencies of the Indian financial system as a part of the video lessons for the MCOM first semester Indian financial system subject. If you have gone through the entire lectures up to today, you might have formed some fundamental conceptual understanding about the Indian financial system as well as the features of the Indian financial system. The Indian financial system, right? So basing upon that, we have now go for the understanding of these specific features which are also the deficiencies or the backdrops on the part of the Indian financial system. The first one is dichotomy of markets. Dichotomy in the sense differentiation or different categories of the market. If you observe the Indian financial system as far as the money market is concerned, the money market comprises of the organized sector as well as the unorganized sector. And if you compare, the organized sector is much lesser than the unorganized sector. Why? Because there is a huge population, more rural prodigy and rural arena which is based on agriculture and rural artisans to a major extent in the Indian economy or the India. Automatically the unorganized money markets do have their own efficacy as well as scope of operations in comparison to the organized market. So when there is an organized market, when there is an unorganized market, automatically one has its own influence on the other. So due to that, there is a lacuna, there is some deficiency in the money market of the Indian financial system. That is what we have to understand as far as the dichotomy of the money market is concerned. The second one, the lack of coordination and integration. If you see the regulators as far as the organized money market is concerned, there are a few institutions as regulatory bodies. But if you observe the unorganized market, there is a complete and clear absence of the regulators, and the influence of the organized market regulators is very much less in comparison to the organized market to that of the unorganized market. Henceforth, the clear-cut integration is not possible between and among the organized markets and the unorganized markets. Apart from that, in the organized market also, there are some specific regulatory bodies. Each have their own way of doing the things basing upon the monetary policy and the governance of the country, particularly the Ministry of Finance. So sometimes there may be a disintegration between and among the regulators even in the organized market. That may also be denoted as one of the deficiency or demerit or lacuna on the part of the money market system in the Indian financial system. Next one is the diversification of or diversity of interest rates. If you compare from top to bottom, there are different financial institutions do exist in the organized market as well as in the unorganized market. So there are a huge diversity as far as the interest rates are concerned, both in the case of the deposits as well as in the case of the loans or financial supporting systems or avenues or instruments. So the interest rate on the savings account or the current account do have their own diversity and a lot of differentiation between or among the institutions who are being operating in the unorganized market as well as in the organized market. Naturally, in the unorganized market, the interest rates on the loans will be very high in comparison to that of the organized market. As well as in the case of the deposits also, the interest rates are going to be very much highly deviating or diversified. As far as the Indian money market is concerned, in the case of the organized market, the interest rates are being depending upon the repo rate as well as the reverse repo rate. And the reverse repo rate and the repo rates are being adjusted from time to time by the Reserve Bank of India from time to time. Henceforth, there is no a standard or a fixed interest rates are concerned. Henceforth, the diversity of interest rates is also one of the very key factors which is going to be the deficiency or a specific feature in the case of the Indian financial system as well as Indian money market system. Next one is seasonality of money markets. As we know that in India, there are different seasons as far as the operations of money or the use of money or the supply of resources are concerned and the demand for the resources or money resources are concerned. So in the case of India, it's basically an agrarian economy and do have a lot of rural prodigy or rural segmentation. Henceforth, the money demand and the supply of resources or monetary resources do depend upon the seasons. In the case of the harvesting period, in the case of the fertilizer period, in the case of the the growing of the particular cultivation needs are concerned, there is a huge demand for money as far as in the rural area is concerned. Due to that, thus there is a disequilibrium exists always in the Indian market, money market, because of the seasonal requirements of the resources by the people across the country. That is also one of the important deficiency, and sometimes there is not an optimum way of supplying the resources to the needy people or the needy sections who require money for possible investment in the agriculture as well as other seasonal requirements. Next one, shortage of funds. As the banking sector has not been fully developed its network to the nuke corner, every nuke corner of the country, still the deposits are being very less and the need or demand for the funds is more, and the shortage of funds is always being envisaged in the Indian money market as well as the Indian financial system. Next one is absence of organized bill market. Even though in the organized money market there are certain avenues for the bill market like treasury bills, commercial bills, certificate of deposits, etc., but still they are not that much of enough to deal with the requirements of the money supply or the resources requirement on the part of the institutions as well as the individuals in the organized money market. Henceforth, the mill market is not fully yet developed in comparison to that of the developed economies of the countries. Next one is inadequate banking facilities. The strengthening of the banking network, the expansion of the banking network, and the automation of the banking network is not fully being facilitated, maybe due to the lack of infrastructural facilities at every nuke corner of the country, particularly because of no internet connection or lack of infrastructural requirements or facilities where do exist, and that may lead for a hampering of the equilibrium between the demand for the funds and the supply of the funds. So the banking facilities needs to be more expanded, and it should be in a way required to be practice innovative methods and methodologies to go for the expansion of the banking facilities to each and every nook corner of the Indian money market as well as the Indian financial system. The next one is inefficient management of institutions. See, the management bodies which are going to organize their respective financial institutions sometimes comprise of the political will of the organizations, political will of the managerial bodies, and sometimes inefficiency in case of handling the crucial situations regarding the fund management or the resource management, and to establish the equilibrium between the demand and supply of the funds that may cause some problems on the part of the management of the resources in an effective manner as well as an efficient manner. So the inefficiency of the body of the management or the governance of the management or the top level management of the organization do also being visible across the organized money market and to a certain extent in the unorganized money market. That is also one of the demerits as well as deficiency on the part of the Indian money market. And finally, we will go for the understanding of one more important factor, that is corruption managerial practices or management practices. Recently, we have observed in the case of the ICICI Bank, in the case of some other public sector banks, even in the case of the private sector banks, in the case of some foreign banks also in our country, that there are a huge corruptional evidences have come out and corruption took place with crores of rupees being wasted or mismanaged. Henceforth, the corruption on the part of the management practices among and between the overall money market situations or structure has been one of the important lacuna on the part of the Indian financial system, particularly in the money market of India. So, all these features, what we have observed here, also do stand as the deficiencies or demerits or lacunas on the part of the Indian money market, particularly in the Indian financial system. And the money markets do have particularly all these things. So you can say deem it as the features and deficiencies of Indian financial system with respect to money markets. With respect to money markets of India. So this is what today we will go for understanding what are the different features as well as the demerits or deficiencies of the Indian money market in the Indian financial system. Tomorrow we will go for learning about the Indian capital market. Thank you very much.